Hey, how are you guys? Oh, Facebook is taking a second. Hi, Instagram. How are you today? All right, we are live on both. I would love to change that view for you guys, Facebook, and so Instagram. I'm going to change it a little bit. Okay, I have some Amy Rao beauty products snuck in behind me. Let's see. Can everybody see those? Yeah, I think so. Yippee. Hello, hello. I am Amy of amyroute.com, which many of you know that already. And I get to come to you live every single week. Sorry, my setup. This is a new laptop and different camera, so I did not have the right setup. Let me just adjust here. Real-time adjustments happening. Real time. Let's see. I just want you guys to be able to see some of my products behind me. But I shouldn't stress about it. Okay, let's get to it. Hi. So, the reason I want you to be able to see that plug bothers me so much. Isn't that so funny? I'm so anal. Uh, the reason I want you guys to be able to see the products behind me is because that's what we're going to talk about today is my Amy Route Beauty skincare line. And maybe you guys don't know that I have a skincare line, but I do. It's called Amy Route Beauty, and it's the best of the best. It is Hormone Harmony in a bottle. It is the only skincare line I think that exists out there that is all about not only giving you beauty from the inside out, beauty, skincare that is pure enough to eat, but also is super balancing, or not balancing to your hormones. So it's free of anything that could be hormonally disruptive. So as you know, most of the skincare products that are out there contain a shit ton of chemicals, and those chemicals are messing with your endocrine system. They're messing with your hormones. They're doing all sorts of damage. And so what my goal is, ever since I wrote my first book, Chill Out and Get Healthy, in 2009, I wrote the book. It came out in 2010. I decided that I needed to go on a mission of giving women super clean skincare products because they don't quite exist. Even in today's world, like of green beauty, there's still a lot of toxins and a lot of chemicals. I was just in my office hours in my e-course group, my secret group, and someone posted like a perfume, like, oh, this is a clean, like EWG certified, non-toxic perfume. Is this Amy approved? And I looked at the ingredients and it had the word fragrance in it. And it's not fragrance from essential oils. It's just fragrance, which is perfume, which is toxic, which is one of the top 10 endocrine disrupting agents. So no, not Amy approved. But yet the marketing behind the product would make you think this is like clean and non-toxic, exactly what I should be doing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So not the case. Sorry, I keep messing with my cameras. I'm going to stop now. Not the case. So Amy Route Beauty is clean. It's non-toxic. It's free of even things like evening primrose oil or borage oil. It's free of those because they can have estrogenic impacts. Some women that's a benefit. Some women that can be extremely harmful. Depends on your makeup, your epigenetics, how you detox estrogens from your body. So I don't use anything like that. Even vitamin E, I don't use I used to use vitamin E in some of my products. I don't use it anymore because it mainly comes from tocopherols, which are soy derived. So, keep in mind with all these things when it comes to green products. Okay, so what I'm coming live today to answer are the most commonly asked questions that we get about Amy Route Beauty. So this is an Amy Route Beauty FAQ. And if you guys have any questions about my products, just feel free to put them in the chat and I will answer them. I do have a list of the most commonly asked questions. So that's where I'm going to go and go through that first. Take a sip of water. So, first question. I'm not sure which products to buy to help my skin, and I'm on a limited budget. What would you recommend starting with? I think the real basics to my line are products like any of my facial oils. Um, and on each of the descriptions of the page, it gives you an idea of which facial oil will be best for your skin. We also do have a skin type quiz. If you go to amyraup.com/skin type quiz, and you can see which one of the facial oils is best for your skin. I think that's a great starting point. If those are all, I think, $50 each. So if that's too much of a spend, you might want to start with something as simple as my eye cream or my lip butter. Those are both really great products that are entry level products and very reasonably priced. The eye cream is incredible. I'm obsessed with it. It's right here. My lip butter, I know I have one floating around right here. Yummy, delicious products, great entry level products. The Argan Cleanser, another great entry level product to just try out the line and see. A lot of people start with the magnesium oil, which is another amazing entry level product and super low price point. It's around $13 a bottle, under $20 for certain. And that is a great product to help with. I use it every night before bed for sleep. Most of us are magnesium deficient because our soil is so compromised. And so many of us are missing trace minerals like magnesium, which can have a major impact on hormone health, on cardiovascular health, on your anxiety, so your mental health. It helps with sleep. So this blood sugar issues, this is a great entry level product to start with. But I'd probably go to the skin type quiz and take that and then figure out the facial oil, because those are hands down, I think the facial oils and the magnesium oils are our best sellers. We sell tons of those every single month, and then followed by the lip butter, then the eye cream. So those are our real, favorites, if you will. Okay, which facial oil is best for my skin? So I would go to the skin type quiz. We have also done a blog previously on this exact topic. So this is another really common question because I have three different facial oils. I have the rejuvenating facial oil, the nourishing facial oil, and the balancing facial oil. Generally speaking, the rejuvenating facial oil is best for dry skin types, dry and aging skin types. The nourishing is great as well for dry and aging skin types, but not as thick as the rejuvenating. The rejuvenating facial oil has ghee in it. It actually has butter, clarified butter. I love it. I use it every single day. I'm obsessed with it. I use it twice a day on my skin. It's my favorite thing in the world. I made it for my skin type. Then I had a friend, it was too thick for her, too rich for her, too greasy for her. So I made her the nourishing facial oil because she still had a drier skin type. And then I had another friend who was acne prone. And both of those products were too thick for her and were actually causing some breakouts for the acne prone skin type. She now can use them, but in the beginning, we had to have her use the balancing oil, which has some anti acne ingredients and really helped balance out her skin. And so that's, how I came up with the three different facial oils. But again, we have a skin type quiz for you. So if you're curious, take the quiz because there's even some cool questions in there from an emotional perspective, which I do think is really important. And if I had a a storefront shop, one thing I would recommend to figure out which oil is best for you is to smell them and see which one you resonate with the most. I think that's important. So we do have a discovery kit that is also available on my site for a little to no money. I think you only pay the cost of shipping to get the discovery kit. That comes with all three of my facial oils, my cleanser, and my toner. So you get 5 small vials of products, and then you could try them and see which ones you like the best. You probably get like 2 or 3 tries out of each of them, and also smell them and see which one you like the best. So I think that's a great place to start when you're figuring out which facial oil is best for you. Okay, so another question that we commonly get, my product is frozen or melted. What should I do to fix this? So because Amy Raup Beauty is handcrafted, which basically means Amy Raup makes it for you. Yes, I still actually make all of the skincare products. I have someone package and label and ship, but I still make everything. And it's partly I'm a control freak, I suppose, and partly because I actually love doing it. It's one of my favorite jobs. And I have, I'm in my office right now, and to the left of me right here is Amy Raw Beauty Enterprises. And so everything is in that office. And I make everything in there, and then I have a helper come in and she packages and labels everything. So I share that because we do not use any stabilizers. We use zero chemicals. Every single ingredient is an edible ingredient. And so because there are no stabilizers, the product consistency could change with temperature. So the eye cream or the butters might melt a little bit. They might soften a little bit. The facial oils might freeze up a little bit. So when you get them, if that's the case with the facial oil, so it's pretty common. This is my rejuvenating facial oil. And you can actually see, because it's a little cold today, it's a little more solid. It'll still pump out, but you could see it. It's maybe you can't, but you can see too. This is liquid gold, literally. It's amazing. What I recommend in this situation is run it under warm water or do this. It'll soften it right back up. It's perfectly fine. The pump will seem like it's not working, but that's only because the product is solid. Run the whole product just like this under warm water. It'll totally soften up. If one of your, say your eye cream, or I have the Sweet Love Butter, or if one of that, oh, also the sugar scrub, sometimes that appears to be solid as well because coconut oil can become solid at room temperature or if it's really cold. So same thing, you can run it under some warm water or just kind of move it around in your hands or put it in a warmer room in your home and it'll just soften right up. If the eye cream or any of the butters are on the liquid side, I just recommend putting them in the refrigerator for a few minutes. That's it. If you're super anal, you could put it in the refrigerator for a few minutes and then whisk it a little bit with a hand blender, and that will really reconstitute it. But all you really have to do is just put it in a colder area for maybe an hour, a refrigerator for 20 minutes, and you'll have it right back to its normal consistency. Okay. So another really common question we get is, how do I use the magnesium oil? Good question. All of this information is on the website in the product description. So if you have any questions, I have videos in there on how to use each and every one of the products. I have written out instructions on how to use each and every product. It's all on the website. But I will repeat myself here. How do I use the magnesium oil? So you spray it on your body. 5 to 10 sprays. Anywhere on your body. On the website, we say on your feet, but some people don't like that. So you can spray it anywhere. What I do every night before bed, this sits on my nightstand every night before bed. I take it, I lift up my shirt and I spray my belly and my inner thighs. And then I reach over and I spray my husband's chest. 10 sprays. 10 sprays is about 300 to 500 milligrams of magnesium. This is a highly potent magnesium oil. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of magnesium salts to distilled water with some blue chamomile. You can see the drops of the blue chamomile. Another question we commonly get about the magnesium oil, can I use it on my child? Yes, just do half the dose. And I would start slow, depending on the age of the child. If they're 2 or below, 1 spray max. This is a salt, so it could make the skin tingle or itchy. So I would be careful. I would probably spray it on a cotton ball and then wipe it on their feet or on their belly. Watch for loose bowel movements. Magnesium, the number 1 side effect of magnesium, even in adults, is loose bowel movements. So if you're getting loose bowel movements, you're using too much magnesium. That could be one of the things. An older child, like my son is 5 now, he gets about 3 sprays if he needs it. He's a pretty good sleeper, but it is super calming to the nervous system. So that's another option. And let's see, sorry, I just lost my questions. Okay, why are there blue drops in my magnesium oil? Is it from plastic in the sprayer? No. The blue drops, as you can see, let's get really close. are drops of the essential oil of blue chamomile, which, by the way, is a very, very expensive essential oil, highly potent for calming the nervous system. So I add it in for a few reasons. One, it's highly effective for calming the nervous system. Give it a good little shake. Two, I love the way it looks. And three, I just think it makes it stand out from other products on the market. Nobody else is adding essential oils to their magnesium oil. So, but it is just, and every bottle will look a little different. So how we do it here at Amy Rout Beauty is we fill all our bottles with magnesium oil, just straight up magnesium salts and distilled water that I make. And then before we put the lid on, we top off each bottle with 1 drop of magnesium, of blue chamomile essential oil. And so that's why it's at the top. We used to add it to the mix and realize that some bottles would get it and some won't. So now we actually do it differently so that everybody gets an equal share of their blue chamomile essential oil. Okay, so another question we commonly get, my product has an odor. Is this normal? Yeah, it is. None of my products will mold. I've actually, I was a scientist before I became an acupuncturist. I've done my own science experiments. I have body butters from 8 years ago that have never molded, have never turned, have never lost their mojo, if you will. I've had facial oils, same thing, still have a beautiful aroma and a potency and an effectiveness from 4 years ago. The products will never go bad because there's no water. So the second you add water to a product, you increase its likelihood of molding. Then you have to add stabilizers or some kind of typically noxious substance to prevent it from molding. And so my products don't need that. So if there's an odor, it's typically from the essential oils. The cocoa butter has an interesting smell. Shea butter has an interesting smell. So some of my creams, my eye cream, my belly butter, body butter, have a certain odor that is due to the shea butter or the cocoa butter or whatever's in there. The rejuvenating facial oil and the eye cream both have ghee in them, so they have almost a buttery smell. So the odors are naturally occurring from the products, the ingredients in the product. How do I use the facial tools? So there are tutorials. Again, everything is on my website. I actually, in my Instagram live as well, there are tutorials of me doing cupping or gua sha. I currently use gua sha on my face every single morning. I'm doing a 21-day challenge right now on gua sha and obsessed with how it's working on my face. But there are tutorials on there. So go watch the videos, go to the product page of the facial tool you're looking at. So we have gua sha, we have a jade roller, we have cups, all of which each have their own videos showing you exactly how to use them. Another question or comment we get, I had a reaction, what should I do? I think I had a reaction, is there something that could impact me? So meaning there's a reaction to the product. So what I would do is double check the ingredients actually before you buy any of my products. Make sure you don't have any known reactions to things like coconut oil or sweet almond oil or ghee or any essential oils. We do have a 14-day return policy, so you can read up on that, on your options there. But it's not super typical to get a reaction from one of my products unless you are having a reaction to one of the ingredients, which you should already know. So I would just strongly encourage that you read all of the ingredients and make sure you don't have any issues with any of the ingredients in the products you're using or ordering. But it's typically a skin reaction and it'll go away the second you stop using the product. So I wouldn't worry about it long term. Just stop using the product if you get a reaction. Are your products safe for pregnant nursing women? Abso-freaking-lutely. So everything is made with fertility and pregnancy in mind. Every single one of my products is fertility friendly and pregnancy friendly. So yes. Are your products vegan? All except for the lip butter, the rejuvenating facial oil, and the eye cream, because those three contain ghee. Um, so not technically vegan, but no animals are hurt in the process of making Amy Rout Beauty. What is James's? That's cute. What is James's favorite Amy Rout Beauty product? So he loves the sugar scrub because it is, as I said, all my products are pure enough to eat. So he actually, if he sees this open in the shower, he will say, and I quote, "Mom, can I have some sugar?" And I say, "Okay, 1 scoop." He sticks his finger in and he eats it. It's coconut sugar, brown sugar, coconut oil are the main ingredients, and there's some essential oils, a little rose hip seed oil. Pure enough for him to eat. He's been eating it since he could recognize that it was sugar and eat it. So yes, this is his favorite product to eat. He does not use it on his skin. His other favorite product is my Happy Baby Balm, which was made specifically for him because he was having some skin issues as an infant. And I just whipped something together, and now it's become actually one of our best selling products. People use it all the time on kids of all ages. It's great for infants. It's great for adult eczema, child eczema, any skin issues, any even cuts or scrapes. We put that on right away. He calls it his green cream because it has a green color from the golden seal and the blue chamomile. And it's amazing. So that is his favorite product. What else does he use? He likes my facial oil. He loves the way I smell. He always says, "Oh, did you put on your facial oil? Your Amy Rout Beauty?" And so that's my rejuvenating facial oil. He loves the smell of that. And my husband uses that too. So he's used to that smell. And okay, lastly, on my list of most common questions, what are my favorite products? So I kind of grabbed a bunch. Probably changes, but like without fail, every day I use my cleanser. Every night to wash my face, I use my eye cream. Every night I use my rejuvenating facial oil morning and night. I use my coconut sugar scrub a couple times a week to exfoliate. I use my body butter on my body as my lotion. I use the Sweet Love butter as our lubricant. It is a fertility friendly lubricant. It is not a lubricant that is friendly with preventing pregnancy because it is fat soluble, so it will cause holes, pores to open up in the condom. So do not use it if you are not trying to get pregnant, okay? But it's a fertility friendly lubricant. I use that. And then in today's, my magnesium oil every single night. And then in today's world with all the freaking mask wearing, and the COVID fears, I use I forgot my lip butter. Lip butter is like, there's always about 3 around me at any given time. I have the tinted and the regular one. Obsessed. My lips need it and they love it. And then inside my mask, and as my perfume, this is my favorite one. I have 3 different aromatherapy sticks. The Love is my favorite. We sell them as a bundle. There's Love, Happy, and Chill. I use the Love one all the time as my aromatherapy, as my perfume, but I also now put it on my nose and around my face when I'm wearing my masks, and I actually roll it on the inside of my mask as well, so I smell something yummy when I'm wearing that mask all the time. And then my Healthy Hands, my hand sanitizer. Obsessed. Does not dry your skin out. It has calendula oil, but is made with 99% isopropyl alcohol. It's 70% alcohol. So it is still drying and kills germs effectively. I love the smell, love the feel, love the texture, all of the things. So these are always in my handbag when I travel outside the house. Always. These 3 things. Healthy Hands, Love aromatherapy, and one of my lip balms. And then on my nightstand is this guy and this guy, our lubricant. And in my bathroom are my cleanser and my rejuvenating facial oil and my eye cream. So there we have it. Let's see. I don't see a lot of questions on Instagram, but let me see. Okay. Can you tell us which facial tools are best for what? Yeah, such a good question. So I think now, I am an acupuncturist and we do use gua sha and cupping on all different parts of the body. I tend to think they're equally effective. I might use cupping though more if I sense deeper tension. So same thing in the face. If you're tense and stressed and like have deep, deep lines here or a lot of jaw pain, I think the cups would be great for that. But the gua sha is equally good at releasing the tension. It's just a more gentle stroke. So I'm using the gua sha to kind of gently lift this area. That's starting to bother me. You see that? And then for these lines of my neck. So I'm using the gua sha tool. I also just love the tool. I use it around my eyes as well to help with any fine lines or, just anything here and to help lift. So I feel like the tool, the gua sha tool, you can really get into the crevices and the corners in a way that the cups are more just large strokes, right? And then the jade roller just, I think, feels good and is a really nice finishing touch no matter what. But jade roller, if you're a headache person, that is so great. If you're a sinusy girl, I would go with the cups. Cups are so good at helping with sinus issues. But I tend to use all of them and then just kind of change them up. I hope that's a decent enough explanation. Um, okay. You guys are cute. Love the scrub. Oh, yeah. So the link to access the products, it's amyroutbeauty.com. Um, oh, yeah. And a lot of people like the sugar scrub on their lips as a lip scrub. Um, oh, yeah. Which facial oil to use with the cups? Again, doesn't really matter. Even with cupping or gua sha, any of the oils. So the cleanser or any of your facial oils. Sometimes, honestly, too, I put castor oil on my neck and my face and then do the gua sha. I like that too because it's so thick, but not everybody's going to like that. So any oil would work. You don't even have to have an Amy Rock Beauty oil, coconut oil, olive oil, that would work too. Okay, my loves. Perfect. We did it. All right. There you have it. FAQs on Amy Rock Beauty. And now I'm going to go and I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for joining me.